Hello, I'm Andy, and here is a weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 11th of September to Saturday, the 17th of September, 2022. And this is especially for you coming from Aries. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and especially reading your palms. Palms are very special. They belong to the energy of your soul. And reading the palms is learning the messaging that the soul is giving you on a daily basis. If you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own lucky lottery numbers with the energy of the soul as well. And I will show you how to read that magic to get your third eye active and get your aura running. We'll talk more about that later. Sunday, the 11th of September, you coming from Aries. This is a very exciting morning and afternoon. Planets of imagination, planets of love and romance, they are all roaming around. So you have the chance to make a good connection on this Sunday, 11th of September, where friendship or romance or partnerships of any kind can be formed very nicely. You'll have all that specialness about you. So show it off because you'll be that charming person with a wonderful aura as well. Because the group of planets will make you do that. And that'll be very impressive. People will see to take note and to get closer to you. Evening and nightfall turns nasty. That's how a day can change. And evening and nightfall, what happens is, firstly, it slows down. And be careful, therefore, that all your plans can go haywire. They can be cancelled, they can be postponed, the date may not show up. And you will have a depressive, unhappy evening and nightfall. Or even if people show up for some reason, some bad luck may happen with the people that you meet. And so choose the company very carefully in the evening nightfall. Stay away from people that you know, especially from your past, who may just bring the bad news for you. And slow down in your way of thinking because these planets want to bond you with bad people. Move away, go home early would be better. Monday, the 12th of September. This is an exciting 24 hours for you. You're coming from Aries. A powerful group of planets is seen in the morning afternoon. Where you work, where you do business, you are going to have an exciting morning and afternoon with good luck coming your way and good news finding you. And so, excite these planets. Make plans to talk to your bosses if you have a job. Make plans to get your business partnerships or go running looking for a business. The gates, the doors are all open for you. And so you're going to do tremendously well to expand whatever you have in business or in job. And it's going to be a successful way this morning and afternoon to finding your talents as well. There's a planet that might make you dominating, to take control. Try not to let that happen by being negotiable as much as you can. Evening and nightfall becomes even better. Now the group of planets give you that perfect way of talking and speaking, and you attract a lot of interest. This interest can be also in your personal side of life, meeting people who have a great liking for you. So there can be a wonderful tie up for the start of a romance in this evening nightfall of Monday, the 12th of September. So dress carefully because at any time the response can come from somebody looking at you who wants to somehow get closer to you. You can have meetings with bosses, you can have meetings with business people because these energies travel everywhere. So there's a chance for you to choose what you want to enhance. If it's for the money, then the job and business people. If it's for the romance, then the romance people. Or you may make your family very happy by going out with them. Tuesday, the 13th of September. There are planets that I call the planets of rebelliousness. They make you just not follow rules and regulations. You may do this to attract energy to yourself, but don't because these planets are negative. So the energy you attract will be negative energy. So why would you want to do that? You do that because the planets make you do that. So I'm making you aware of that. So firstly, get a hold of yourself to follow rules and regulations where you work or in business. Don't be rebellious, which simply means don't let the nasty side of you take over. And lastly, try to be as gentle as you can with these planets. because they suddenly can make you provoke to have a fight with people. And therefore, accidents are also included. Not only verbal accidents, but physical accidents as well, which can be driving around. So it's a nasty, no good morning and afternoon, bringing unexpected trouble. The evening and nightfall becomes wonderful. That's how it changes for you. And evening and nightfall is when your aura will shine, making you very popular. So you want to use this evening and nightfall. Is it to enhance your job, money, business areas? Then go meet such people. Is it to chase for the romance? You'll find a lot of interest given to you. And it can also be meeting people who are very important to meet. So there's a tie-up where money planets are seen. So go to a meeting with people who have the clout to give you business as well. Trouble is, the morning, afternoon nasty planets, they follow you, some of them. So once in a while, you'll feel rebelliousness coming up. So shut it down by telling yourself that you're not going to upset anybody with your actions or with your words. That is the best way to deal with these planets. And that how you will do well in the evening and nightfall. Wednesday, the 14th of September, you coming from Aries. This is a very fast moving day, which means that planets are whizzing around, your good ones and your bad ones. So, what can you do? You have to go slow because they automatically make you aggressive in speech and action. So, your tongue might say things you wish you hadn't said, your actions might be seen as you wish you hadn't done. So tell yourself to remain calm in the morning, afternoon. You may have arguments of all kinds with your bosses at work or business people, or you may have the romance you have getting into trouble, or even the marriage and family. All that can come from verbal problems. So say less and do less and remain gentle as possible, and you'll be able to control. Otherwise, you'll take over and then you will regret of what happened. Some of these planets are financial planets. So don't be in a hasty way to go spend your money. You will do it foolishly. Evening and nightfall turns much better. Now the planets of emotional care are there. They want to look after you emotionally. So go meet people where you want the emotional exposure to people. This exposure can be with people you work with because emotionalness will gently get you to be liked a lot. They can be with your bosses. And so, with whoever you want to get to a better stage of life, do that in the evening nightfall of Wednesday, the 14th of September. And you'll feel that you have done very well in that evening and nightfall. Thursday, the 15th of September. Basically, you are just not on the same wavelength as anybody. So, how could it be a good morning and afternoon of Thursday, 15th September? There can be trouble brewing where you work or in business, whether at home, whether having lunch with somebody, or wherever. So, trouble is brewing then. Well, you don't have to induce the trouble. You can induce it by being dominating, stubborn, and showing your temper. These three things must not happen. What you have to do is to submit yourself, which means follow instructions rather than create instructions. So there's trouble at the place you work. There's trouble where you do business, where the blame can be put on you. Financially, there can be losses suddenly increased, or the job becoming suddenly having problems. So on this Thursday, 15th September morning and afternoon, focus on what you really have to manage well and tell yourself you could easily be cheated and be flattered. Don't fall for it. Evening and nightfall improves a great deal. Now you'll find solutions on how to improve all that happened in the morning, afternoon. Now you'll meet people who are much better, and you'll have that energy within you to do extremely well. The planets of growth and expansion are all there in the evening nightfall. So have meeting with people who can help you grow in job and business and finances. They can also be helping you to grow a family if you want. So you'll get close to somebody very nicely in the evening nightfall. The trouble is that the morning afternoon planets don't disappear. They come there to create again a difference of opinion and just not being on the same wavelength. So just give way. Give way means don't answer back, don't retaliate. If you some people are not nice to you, on generally you will do well. So stick to people who are good for you. Be selective of company on this Thursday, 15th September evening and nightfall. Friday, the 16th of September. This is a very lucky morning afternoon. The inspiration is all there. The internet planets are all there. So go onto the internet. You'll find so much information to help you grow to a very powerful level with this information where you work or where you do business. You can be inspired in what you say and do, and the creative side of you will be able to be seen to win over people. So you're going to do and say something very valuable, whether you work or whether you do business. And that's going to enhance your status and put you in a very good position in the morning afternoon. So focus on that. Evening and nightfall, the rebellious planets are back. So you are in the mood to be rebellious and be a nonconformist. A nonconformist is a person who doesn't care for their reputation. They say things and do things. They feel that they are found very attractive, but they are not. People spurn them, they look down on them because these are the people who do things which are abnormal with behavior, especially. So stay away from such people in the evening nightfall. Go home early if you have to. It's all about the company you keep. Also, you may become rebellious because things said you may not like. Don't waste your time. Go home would be better because these are planets of accidents. They create accidents through words and through actions. So the later you stay, the more open to accidents you will be. Saturday the 17th of September. I'm sorry to say that is not going to be a very helpful Saturday because planets firstly are moving very slow. When they move slow, they frustrate you. So the morning and afternoon plans are cancelled at any time, postponement as well. People don't show up. And even if they do, they are not very friendly to you. And people you know from your past, they may also bring bad news to you. So there's lots happening that is not very good for you. On mornings and afternoons like this, if you're not working, be steady and be with yourself alone is better. But if you have to be out, choose your company very, very carefully because you're meant to be disappointed, you're meant to be sad and unhappy and gloomy as well. So you got to fight these planets, not to allow that to happen. You can do that by getting rid of company that makes you do like that. Evening and nightfall, planets start to move faster. When they move faster, the problem is that they create a tension. They put you under stress. It may be that you have a deadline and you can't manage it, so you're under stress. It could be an argument that puts you under stress. So stay away from company that may somehow put you under stress. And be careful financial stress as well. So don't be in a position where you have to pay up for the bill, for example. It's a losing day. So the last thing you want is to show off yourself and be all over the place. It's best to remain silent as much as possible because it's a losing day. And I'm worried about physical accidents as well, in the evening and nightfall especially. Don't drive fast, go home early. Well, that's the week for you. Now, this 90-minute session I have for you. It's a worthwhile session. All it will cost you is just USD $50 to know your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I will go through the week for you and I'll show you how it works for you. And I'll show you your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. And that super energy you, I, and everybody has, that's called the soul. We all get one. Without one, we couldn't be alive. So we have that. But how to get that soul excited in a good way is what I will teach you as well. And once you know how to do that, then your aura will shine, your third eye will open, and that's how you become the special person. At any age, it's always planned to be given to us in our 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's always late like that, too late. But there's a way how to accelerate the energy so that even within a month and a half, you'll start to feel that confidence level grow. And that's how you will use all these energies to bring success upon yourself. So all that will be shown to you. And I'll go deeply into your health areas. I will talk to you about where the health areas, all that will be seen on your palm. The health areas mainly reading the palm. And I will show you what can happen to you. and so that you can quickly look for attention. That's all called early detection. So there's so much to teach you in this 90-minute session to be as lucky as possible, at least for your next 9 years. So here's my email. Send me this email. Let's get down to business. Remember that your investment is only USD $50, that's all, to become somebody very special. You hear and you see the young people nowadays, how they make their millions and billions, how they come up and capture the energy, which is so unbelievable. They have connected. That's how they're able to do it. And why shouldn't it be you? Well, I wish you a good week in the meantime. Thank you. Goodbye.